Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Precision by Crusader175. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, meaning in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box. We are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these X's and V's in the grid. Where there's a V, those two digits sum to 5, and where there's an X, those two digits sum to 10. V is the Roman numeral for 5, X is the Roman numeral for 10. Things can sum to 5 or 10 elsewhere also. They aren't exclusive, so we aren't given all the X's and V's. We also have these pills in the grid. The digits in the pills give us the coordinate of another digit. So the example is 625 here. I'm going to color code this. So green and purple and gray here. So the green one, the first one, is going to give you the row number. So we need the 6th row. And then the purple one, the 2, is going to give us the 2nd column. And where those intersect, so row 6, column 2, this gray, that's going to be the digit that goes there. So that's going to be a 5. So row 6, column 2, this digit here is a 5. All right, that's how that works. There is a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, so we know X, the only way to do add to 10 in a 6x6 is 4 plus 6. Can't do 5 plus 5 because that repeats the 5 in the row. So, but we know that this can't be 6 because these two have to add to 5. We can't put a -1 here. So this is definitely a 4, this is definitely a 6, and this is a 1. And so in row 6, column 4, we can also put a 1 there. All right, this is 4 plus 6, and this could be 1 plus 4 like this, or it could be a 2, 3 in any order because of the 4 and 1 down here. So this is placing a 4 or a 6 in column 4 or 6. Interesting. So we know, let's see, what do we know? I'm not sure. So can we do more with this? We know this is 1, 4, 6. Whoa. My hand was off. This is 1, 4, 6. That's not a 1. And then these are all 2, 3, 5 for what it's worth. So if this was a 6, then in column 4, we'd be saying where the 6 goes. So it couldn't be here or here. So this would be a 1, 3, 4, or 5. But it can't be 1 either. Okay, this 1 is already in the column. So, and the 6 can't go here, so it would be a 3, 4, or 5, but it couldn't be a 4 because of the 4, 6 pair already. So, we'd actually, if it's 4 then 6, we'd actually be a 3 or a 5 here. I don't know if this is what we're supposed to do, but this is what I'm trying. If it were 6 then 4, we'd be placing the 4 in this column. Again, can't be the 1, can't be the 4 or the 6. Sorry, that's not 4. Can't be the 4 or the 6. And we can't put the 4 here either. So it is a 3, 5 no matter what, and that puts a 4 or a 6 either here or here. Interesting. I don't know what to do with this. 4, 6, the other 2, 3, 5. Yeah, I mean, now by Sudoku, this is 4 or 6. Oh, but we can't put a 4 or 6 here either. Right, the 4, 6 pair says not in here either. So actually, it has to go here. This is the 4 or 6, and this has to be the 5. Okay. And so now we have 4, 6 pair here, so we need the other 2, 3 to go here. So this is telling us about columns 2 or 3. These two digits are the same. I think I'm going to color. So let's just call this green. Whatever this ends up being, a 4 or a 6, we're going to call that green. That means this cell here is going to be the other color, purple. I'm just going to choose purple for that. Meaning that if this is 4, if green is 4, then purple is 6. If green is 6, then purple is 4, right? So we know that these have to be the same digit because this 5 is row 5, right? In row 5, wait. But shoot. No, I made a mistake. Darn it. Because I got confused. I had to column 4 both times. Okay, so here's what we can say. What row is the 4, 6 going to go in? Well, it's not going to go in row 1 because there's already a 1 here, right? Well, by Sudoku, let's do it this way. By Sudoku, this is only 2, 3, or 5. And in fact, this 4, 6 pair puts a 4, 6 here no matter what, because this column needs a 4, 6, and they don't go here. Okay, so we got by Sudoku, this is 4, 6, this is 2, 3, 5, and this is 2, 3, 5. That's already better than what I was trying to do earlier. And well, not better necessarily, but the other thing we know is that this 4, 6 needs to get placed in this column or this column. And it's going to be in rows 2, 3, or 5. So, well, it can't actually go in 3, right? It can't be a 3 because that would put this 4, 6 exactly here or here in the same box. That's not going to work. Because what's nice about this 4, 6, the column, is that they're both in this box here. So actually, I'm going to highlight this. These are the columns we're talking about. And then the rows are going to be 2 or 5. And again, we cannot put a 4, 6 up here. So I was right for the wrong reason. Well, for an incomplete reason, I should say, which is this 4, 6 definitely goes here. It has to be a 5. This can't be a 2, because then we'd have to put a 4, 6 here or here. That's not going to work. So that's our 5. These are not 5. Now I am going to color this, and it's going to be correct. I basically was correct for the wrong reason. Green and purple here. This is going to be green, and this is going to be purple. So, all right, what can we do with this? We know these two greens look up. This cannot be green. So the green ends up here. And so that means that this is our 4, 6 pair, making this a 1. And then we need these two purples to look down. So purple's one of these two cells. Meaning, yeah, we have this 4, 6 pair. These are 1, 2, 3, 5. The 1 is placed here. Okay. So this is telling us where a 1 goes. And this is 2, 3, 5. Okay. So we kind of know where all the purples and greens are in this stack. So I got this 1. This is placing a 1, and it's going to be in column 2 or 3. If we did column 3, if this was a 3, this is definitely a 2, because we know where the 1 is already. Sorry, we know there's a 1 in one of these two, and we know there's a 1 in one of these two. So if this was column 2, if this was a 2, then this would have to be row 4 or 5. So this would be a 4 or a 5. Interesting. I feel like I'm making progress, but it's slow. Do we have any? Okay, we have this 4, 6 pair looking in here, and this 6 looks down. So 6 actually gets placed here, because this can't be a 6. That's important. Okay. And so now the 4, 6 looks in. 4's in one of these two. We know this is 4, 5, 6, actually. I should have realized that. We roped. These can't be 4, 5, 6. So this has to be the 4, 5, 6. So this can't be the 2. This is 4, 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3. This is 2, 3. That's not a 1. Okay. So I don't need these corner mark 4s. So what does this tell us? That it tells us that the 1 is definitely we're talking about the 1 in row 4 or 5. We cannot be talking about the 1 in row 2. So this has to be the column 2. That's 3. That's 3. So in column 2, we're looking for the 1, and it's in row 4 or 5. Okay. Good to know. If this were a 1, this would be 4. So that would tell us about row 1, column 4, and it would have to put this 4, 6 in it. That doesn't work. Okay. Basically, this can't be column 4. Right. That's a deduction I could have made earlier, which is this middle digit can't be equal to this. Can't be equal to the column this is in, and this can't be equal to the row this is in. So this can't be equal to our row, and this can't be equal to our column, so it cannot be a 4. Because if it were equal to the column, it puts 2 of the same digit in the column. So that's not a 4, making this have to be a 2, 3 pair, placing this one and this one. And then now we know in column 2, this has to be a 4, because that's where the 1 is. That's our 5. That's not a 5 now. Okay, so now this is telling us about the 4 or the 6 in column row. It's this square, row 2 or 3. It's either row 2, column 3, or row 3, column 2. Only one of those is a 4 or a 6. That's this one. So we have to be row 3, column 2 is a 6. That means green is 6, purple is 4. Don't need those colors anymore. This is a 3 and a 2. That's 3. That's 5. That's 2. We get a 3 in the corner. Dooting. We get our 5 here. All right, now it should just be plonking digits. That's a 4. We get the 2 and the 5. That's our 3. This digit's a 2. Over here we need 4, 5, 6. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 6. All right, I think I made a mountain out of a molehill there. Just didn't approach the puzzle correctly until right at the end. That's how it goes with like new constraints. Like you're figuring out the constraint as you go. You're not going to be perfect at it right at the start of the puzzle, but the puzzle kind of teaches you how to use it. So I enjoyed that. Thanks, Crusader. Hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.